Nice girls don't stop fascism, and they never will. Loud, defiant, unapologetic, empowered women do. Fascism doesn't rise on its own or in a vacuum. Instead, it's carried along on the backs of nice girls. Too much? Too extreme? If that statement made you uncomfortable, ask yourself, who benefits from that discomfort? Let me back up. I was raised to be a nice girl. So what do I mean by that? I was trained to listen and nod when great grandmother, sorry. Don't talk back to the nice farmer that stuck his tongue into my mouth. Don't flinch when the directions include turn left where they burned the crosses last year. Smile. After all, the white supremacist gave you directions. I was trained to accept that boys will hurt me, and I need to accept that. He punched you on the playground? He must really like you. To shrink from who I am. Don't use that language. It's not nice. You're too loud. Calm down. Don't make that face. Behave. You know better. Be nice. Be nice. You're so nice. Maybe you're thinking, Deidre, you're not describing fascism. I think you may have lost your marbles. You're right. I'm simply describing a few rules of nice girl training. Now, nice girl training isn't about kindness. First of all, it's not. It's about control. To trust their voices instead of your own, to hold their comfort above your own conscience, to obey even when your gut is screaming no, to be so trapped in cognitive dissonance that you beg for validation about who you are instead of demanding justice for what's going on in the world or to yourself. I was taught that being nice made me a good person, a nice girl, someone to be admired. I was told all the time that the more obedient I was, the more rewarded I would be. Here's a truth bomb for you. Every single authoritarian regime in history has relied on women, especially nice women. Uses nice women to maintain order, to silence dissent, normalize the erosion of rights. It's happening right now. Nice girl training teaches women to be agreeable, to avoid conflict, and to prioritize, to make it a priority, to keep peace over everything else, anything else. And what is fascism if not a demand for unquestioning obedience? Because to rebel against it would mean shame, outcasting, and nothing, I mean nothing, feels more unbearable to a bona fide nice girl. But to shame her for not being nice. Think about it. How many times have you heard, don't be so negative? Not everything is political. Stay in your lane. Stop being an alarmist. Don't make everything political. Can't we all just get along? I mean, why are you so angry? How often have you been told that speaking out is too aggressive or too much or simply wrong? How many women have dismissed real threats? Oh, that would never happen here. Even as atrocities are happening. That's how fascism wins. Not because it overpowers us all at once, but because nice women make excuses for it. Because they tell themselves it's not too bad until it's too late, because we've been trained to accept being in pain. We've been trained to accept to be uncomfortable. I was a textbook nice girl. I kept the peace. I avoided conflict. I kept quiet. Even as, sorry for my phone, even as racist jokes flew around me. Explained myself over and over again if someone didn't understand. You see, because I'm nice. I'm not like those people. I was praised for my ability to keep the peace, and I ate it up. I shrank myself in narcissistic relationships. I shrank myself in rooms where racists felt safe. And every time I said nothing, I proved them right and me wrong. I tolerated the abuse. I accepted it. And in accepting it, here's the crazy thing. In accepting the abuse, in accepting the shrinking, in accepting all of that, I invited it. I invited it in over and over and over. And I finally realized I wasn't just affected by the system, I was sustaining it. Again, what does this have to do with fascism? So here it is. Fascism doesn't need your approval. It only needs your silence. Just keep saying nothing. It'll come. The day I stopped playing nice, everything changed. Everything. Some of you may feel that in your bones. Look, nice has been weaponized to such an unbelievable extent that women think that I'm telling them to be cruel when I tell them to stop being so nice. But I never said to be cruel. I never said to be mean. And men think that I'm turning women against them because they think that I'm trying to fan the flames of their anger. And they've been taught that women with power are a threat. The truth? Nothing terrifies fascism more than a woman who refuses to obey. But you see, as a nice girl, I would explain myself, defend myself, tried overexerting my empathy, and it was exhausting. All it did was exhaust me. One day I was talking with Dr. Glenda Clare. I highly recommend you follow her. She's pretty amazing, talks about resilience. And I talked to her about an incident that I didn't know how to respond to. I had been attacked over and over again by someone who refused to accept me for who I am. And what she said literally stopped me in my tracks. She said, "Why are you answering at all? Why are you defending yourself? They aren't truths. What this person thinks about you is none of your business." So here was my reaction. What? You mean just not answer? But what are they going to think? Right? I mean, that is the question that nice girls ask. What are they going to think? And I thought, well, I can't just not answer them. She just looked at me and she says, why not? Why not? I sat pondering that question for a couple of hours. You'd think it'd be easy, right? But it is not. It's such for those of us who have gotten it ingrained in them, it's not that easy. Another person said, well, what if they said you had purple hair and you stunk? And I laughed. I said, exactly. Don't let other people's judgment of you be your business. Whoa. That goes against everything nice girls think, everything. Because speaking up doesn't make me a bad person. It makes me a dangerous one to those who want us to be silent, who want us to be good girls, want us to be nice girls. And here's the hardest truth. Nice girls don't stop fascism, and they never will. Loud, defiant, unapologetic, empowered women do. Women with voices, women using their power voice, women being authentic and true to themselves and to humanity. If you say you care about freedom, your neighbors, this country, but refuse to risk your comfort, who are you really protecting? Challenge you. Stop choosing nice over the truth. Fascism does not deserve your politeness. Fascism doesn't need you to fight for it either. It'll happen. All it requires is your silence. It's for you to stay quiet. It's for you to stay being nice, worried about what other people think. To keep shrinking instead of standing. To lower your voice instead of raising the alarm. To whisper your outrage. And only share your outrage with your friends. Instead of shouting your resistance to the world, to everyone, declaring that you will not tolerate this. So it's really a choice. So you choose comfort or resistance. Again, fascism doesn't rise overnight. It rises in your silent whispers, in accommodations, in every woman who whispers, it's not really my place. I'm here to tell you, it is your place, and you always have a choice. So what will you do? So, I believe, excuse me, I believe women will heal this world, but only when we ditch the nice girl mask and step into our power. My name is Deidre Beacham, and I dare nice girls to unmask their power voice, take up space, and lead like a badass. The world needs you. Let's go.